Okay, thank you. Hello everybody and welcome to this live trading session in FX Street. My name is Pedro Mejias and I will trade with Ufos with the Nailing FX sessions. And as you know, I trade the order flow. And before we begin, please let's read the disclaimer that you can see on the screen. The following video clip demonstrations are for educational and instructional purpose only. Predictive provide these videos purely for the purpose of demonstrating the method of using the product. Users understand that all the content used in the video is purely for demonstration purposes only. It is not a guide and does not provide any indication or prediction of actual results. As a user, you understand and agree that hypothetical results obtained through the demonstration do not indicate in any way the result you may receive on using our products. All right. Well, welcome once again to this session. As I said before, my name is Pedro Mejias. Here's my email address. It's pedro@predictive.com. And if you have any question during the session, please, you can use the chat. If you are here live, I will be looking at the chat. And if you are looking at this recording, you can always use my email, pedro@predictive.com, to ask me anything, okay? Remember, you are live here, welcome, and please use the chat if you have any question, okay? All right. Well, I don't know if you have seen any of my previous sessions, but I work with the order flow, which is basically the market mechanics, how the market works, and how we can take advantage of knowing everything that is going on the market. Before we begin, let me just show you what is trading with Ufos. We just brought here a chart. This is the trading view chart. Just reload the chart so you can see it better. And we're looking at the euro in this case. Having load. Yes. You see here. It's now loading. Let me reload it again. No. Oh, here it is. Okay, here's the euro. And as you can see, there are some red circles here and red lines. What the trade with Ufos does is showing us where the selling zone and the buying zones are. You can see here, there's a green area here. There is a buying area, okay? And so you can plan your trades based on this information by looking at where the buyers and the sellers are. And you can put your entries nearby the what we call the UFO. And your stop loss can be right behind any of these boxes or areas, okay? Of course, you have to first know in which direction you're going to trade. And after you decided you're selling or buying, then you can use the UFO information to enter the trade. Very simple, right? You can use it in any asset. Here on TradingView, also on TradeStation. Okay, and some of this information that the UFO is getting is what I use to trade. Okay, but in more in-depth way. Right, I'm going to show you in a moment. Our sponsor here is Skydesk, which is a VPS. It's a Forex VPS. But everything is on the cloud, and you can access everything through a web browser. Okay, you don't need to download or install any application. Everything is already there. The NT4, NT5. You can have any other window application here on the cloud and access for any browser in any computer. Doesn't matter if you are using a Mac or Windows or Linux or even the mobile phone. You can access all the time your NT4 or NT5 and use your EAs or algorithm trading system 24/7 right on the cloud. Okay, that's what it is for. So I recommend you to check out their website, skydesk.com, and you can use here EAs and pretty much everything that requires to be online 24/7. All right. Thanks to our sponsor for that. And all right, as the UFOs take information from the market, like where are the sellers, where are the buyers, we can see that really in depth if we're using an order flow system. So I'm going to show you a chart. Just bring up the chart so you can see it, what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a simple chart. This is pretty much what you will get if you're using any broker, application, any platform. You will get this. You will get bars. You can use not only bars, but you can also use lines if that's useful for you. But I prefer to see at first candles because it's what is more familiar to see, right? We know that the green candles are price going up and the red candles are when it close below the previous candle, right? So this is what everybody gets from a trading platform, right? Just a few candlesticks. Then you can add indicators, which pretty much are useless, right? We are going to be honest here. Pretty much almost all indicators are pretty much useless. And you may come out with a technical analysis technique that you probably work sometimes doesn't work. You start believing that it's just bad luck, that doesn't work all the time. You get frustrated, then you change your technique, you come up with another trading technique and so on, right? That's the life of the trader, is always looking for something new, right? I was like that, I don't know, 10 years ago, probably, trying to find the holy grail of trading, trying to find that thing that will give me an edge, right? And then I come up with the order flow system, and that changes my trading, or totally. I mean, I'm now able to enter precisely and exit precisely as well, with a very high accuracy and very high level of success, okay? And it's not a technical analysis system. It's a quantitative trading system. It's based on data. And yeah, you're looking at the chart, just to see just a bunch of bars, and some people, start, there's a resistance here, a support there. This is shaped like an elephant, so this means that it's going down. Or I can put a Fibonacci number here, and so on, all right? That's the technical analysis. And it's been around for 100 years, technical analysis, and everybody knows that because it's like mainstream, right? But in the real, the real thing, the real market is based on data, right? It's buying and selling, it's bid and ask. It's cluster, it's a lot more information, volume. All right, for example, if you are using volume, just like we were looking here in the TradingView app, you can see volume here on the bottom of the screen. Remember that we're looking at the euro. And this is the volume for the euro market, right, on the CME. And you can see here a big volume bar. And you can see how the price dropped, right? Big movement. So yeah, it was a big movement on the euro at this particular candle, but you don't know at which price where this volume entered. You just know that it was here at this time in the chart at 11:15. All right, that's all you know, but you don't know at which price, so you don't have no idea where the trader that initiated this movement or whatever, at which price started. You just know that, you know, it's volume here. So it's pretty much useless using the this vertical volume, because you only will see where there was a big volume at what time, but you don't know at which price. And depending on how you're setting your chart, for example, this is a 5-minute chart. So a lot of things can happen in 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, along the 5 minutes, there was a big volume. That's all you know. All right. Let's say you have an hour chart. Then in an hour, there was a lot of volume in that hour, but you don't know at which price. So very important thing is price. This is basic, right? Basic of market mechanics. You need to know the price, at which price things happen, what happened at that time. So let's go back to the chart and let's add the volume here. But this time we'll have the volume, you can see, horizontal, which can tell us exactly at which price the action happened. Okay, let me just highlight this. Okay, this is the point of control. So we know here that the highest volume of the day of this session happened at exactly this price. So if we have a big movement like we saw here, we can know exactly at which price it started. All right, you can see here, for example, there's a big bar on volume here around this price, but we can know exactly this, just a little bit further, we will see how exactly to know at which price this movement happened. I mean, this movement was initiated. Let's go back to the trading view chart. Remember, we're talking about this movement here, right? We want to know exactly at which price this rotation here, you can see, was a price rotation, was price coming up and down, and then it breaks, right? I want to know at which price, exactly which area of this movement, there's a lot of trades, right? There's a lot of selling, and we can do something about that, okay? So, okay, we know that there was a lot of volume here. You can see at this price at 1.2775. We just put a horizontal line right there, right? We know that here is the highest volume in this area that we are looking, we are having some interest looking at this. And what can we do with that, right? Well, volume is what actually creates support and resistance, all right? So if you want to trade with the support and resistance, you should know the volume of that area, that price, in order to use it in your favor, okay? Whatever you want to sell or buy, or use it as a stop loss. I mean, you can use volume always to protect your entries, because when there's a lot of volume, it's harder for the price to go through it, okay? For example, you can see here how this area was more dense in volume, right? You can see a lot of bars, and you can see how price were rotating. But when the price break below this volume area, you can see how thin is here, right? And you can see how the price actually moved pretty fast the way down, and then stop here. You can see volume again, right? A lot of volume, because in this area is the point of control, which is the most traded price of the day. So you will find some resistance here, all right? You will find that the price started again to rotate, all right? So when there is no volume, price moves pretty fast. When there is a lot of volume, then you will find some resistance, right? That's very basic, and that's something you can use for your trading. All right, so we're here. Let me just highlight this area here. This is our area of interest because we can see that the price was rotating here and then it breaks, right, to find another rotation area down here, okay? And why is this interesting to me? Because to create this rotation, there was a lot of buyers and sellers, right, both ways. Some people thought, oh, this is going up, so I'm going to buy. Or some people say, no, this is the top, I'm going to sell, and so on, right? They were buying and selling, a lot of buyers and sellers here. And then something happened that break the price down. And the buyers, in this case, are losing money, right? They are pretty much scared, to see the price going against their direction. And that is what I look for, right? That's what I focus on my trading, to find this spot. This is not exact, the best example right now, but you will understand what I mean. Maybe I can find another example later, but let's just focus on this area here. So we know that, price were rotating, there's a lot of buyers, right, everywhere. Price breakdown, buyers are now losing money, they are scared, they don't know what to do. If you're buying, the only way to get out of the trade is by selling your position. And when the buyers sells their position, by force because they are, losing money, it fuels this the movement, okay? It happens the same the other way around, right? But in this case, we're talking about a huge drop down here. So they are losing money. They know that in order to get out of the market, they need to sell their position. That will fuel this movement down. Also, some traders will notice that there's something happening here, and they will also join the downside movement. And the people who initiated this trap, because there are mostly traps, also fill in this movement, right, in order to profit later below. All right, so we have our area here, very interesting. And I want to know exactly at which price there was interesting volume that fueled this movement. And I want also to know where are the buyers and where, if their stop loss were hit and where. Right? I want that information because I can use it to put my entry, because I know that if they're still here, all right, the pending orders are still here, they might want to close their position once it gets close to their entry, to break even or lose less money. Please, if you have any question, you have the chat. And saying something that you don't understand or you want to clarify something, please use the chat, okay? If you are here live. If you are watching the recording, you can send me an email, okay? All right, so I have this area here, and I want to find where the traders might try to get out. So I will need to know where are their pending orders are, right? Where their positions are in order to get out of the market. So I want to use information I can get from the market itself. So I'm going to put an indicator here. Oh, sorry. Let me just find the indicator I want. Here it is. All right. So now I can see on the right side where are the pending orders and how many pending orders they are. All right, I can see exactly, you can see here the numbers. You can see this group here, all right, which is very interesting. There's a lot of volume here. 54, 62, 63, 73, 81. Okay, there's a lot of volume here. So these are pending orders. They are waiting to be filled. All right, and they're They are selling orders. So what this means, that it might be the buyers that want to get out of the market. And what will happen when these orders are filled? It will happen one thing, okay? If you fill this order and there's not enough market orders to take all of them, it will move the price a little bit higher, all right? And if it doesn't find any more buyers in this case, because they are selling their position, the price will go down again. Okay, so we have an area here. Look exactly where it is right below our interesting spot here. Okay, so we have a bunch of pending orders, and you can see how thin it is here, just by 10 orders, around 10, 13. All right, there's a little bit more here, but here's the big block, right? In this area, let's just highlight that. Just use the highlight Y. Okay, so we have this area. They have a lot of pending orders. Okay, so this might be a very interesting area to put our entry. And look exactly here what happened. The price didn't go any lower than this. Okay, it's just something to look at. You can see how thin it was, the volume here, and how big it is on the top. So for experience, we know that if there is a lot of volume, it will be, like a stopper or a resistance for the price to continue going up. But as it is so empty here of volume, it might just go through, all right, and stop in this area, in our interesting spot here. Okay, so we're adding things to the equation, right? We can see the breakout, the rotation that it was before, the volume, a lot of volume that we can see on the top. Then there's a very thin area where the price moved pretty fast down. And now we see that there are a lot of pending orders here on the right side. And these guys are just waiting there. They are not being aggressive or anything. They're just waiting for someone to take their pending order here to sell probably their entry that was here on the top. All right, and that's our opportunity. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for areas where we can enter safely, right? We can put our stop loss also in a safe place, and we can take profit of that movement when it reaches this area. Okay, and that's just one. We're just looking at 2 or 3 things that we can, check to corroborate what we are exactly saying around here. So to see more, let's just open the, get closer to this area here. Let's get closer. Right now we can see inside the candles, we can see the volume inside the candles. Right? I want to see what was traded there. So I go and change that for the bid and ask, all right, which is better information. Okay, just a little bigger, you can see it better. Okay, so we can see exactly how many buy, how many sellers there were here. Okay, we can see every trade in each candle, and we can see the high volumes, how they are lined up pretty much in this area, and we can see also how the breakdown happens. You can see a lot of selling here, right? A lot of volume. You can see 49, 15, and 0 on the S side, right? There's a lot of selling, no buying, and the price just start to move down. You can see again the sellers very aggressive here. All right, you can see a lot. You see the zeros, right, on the right side of the of the column, and then stop for a while. There was a lot of buyers here, sellers, and then again, wow, once again, a lot of selling, no buying at all. All right, so that's what initiated this downward movement. Okay, and these guys that were, buying here, you can see a lot of green, right, or a lot of buyers thinking that the price was continuing to going up, but it didn't, because it was a trap that break right here. So what do we know so far? We know there are a lot of buyers in this area. You can see a lot of green here, right? You can see exactly how many buyers there are. Where are the big buys here? See 90. Okay, you can see the difference, 72 here, 81, 56, 67. Or you can see 94. I mean, there's a lot of bigs buy. This is a lot. Okay, every number here is a lot. It's 100,000 euros. All right. So there is a lot of money here, and you can see how it breaks down. All right. So these guys are losing money, right? They were buyers, and they will try to get out. Okay. And where are they going to get out? Well, here on this area that we highlighted, because we can see exactly on the right side here their positions pending, right? Their exit orders are here. So if we use this information, we use this, go back to candles, we can see where are they going to get out, right? Once the price, if the price come back here, there's an opportunity for them, all right, to get out of the market by selling their buying position. And we saw everything. We saw all the numbers. I mean, I'm just giving you an overview of what you can expect and what you can see here, right? But there's a lot more. There's a lot more to see when you're using quantities trading, when you're using the order flow system. You can see a lot more. Right? You can see every trade that is happening on the market in real time. We can see all the pending orders. You can see on the right side, here on the green, the buying orders, where they are, how many they are. Remember that each number is a lot, is 100,000 euros. There are 314 here, for example, lots, all right? And so on. You can see all the way down and all the way up. The sellers, where the sellers are, how many there are, right? Here, 770 lots selling at this price. Okay, this must mean something for somebody, right? So we can use that information. This is just one simple way to use it, as I explained it to you, all right? Looking for these guys that are desperate to get out of the market. So we can enter where they are going to exit, right? We can take their position, their stop loss, actually. We can take their stop loss, because once their stop loss is hit, the price will move against down. Okay, we're gonna go down again. How much, how big is gonna be the movement? You don't know, but you may have an idea. You see, for example, another allocation of selling or buyers, because when the price go to this high, this will start to change from red to green, and you might find, this buying allocation up here or here, and you will know, well, this is my exit. This is how far I would like to go. But I won't go exactly, like, for example, if I see these 137 lots here, I won't get out there, because it's going to be very hard to get my order filled, because I will be in the 138 position. Okay, so I will just get out when I see less pending orders. So my order will be up front, right? That's the way to get out faster and easier. And not exactly here. For example, if we're planning to exit around this area, we take, I don't know, if it takes higher, like here at this 26 or here, all right, where I found less resistant to get out. Okay, so my order, my pending order, will be in a better position. So that's how I will exit in any trade. Okay, once I have put my orders, my entry, I need to find out where am I going to get out, all right? And I will look for, just like that, not at a high volume area to get out, because I know that price will move faster here because there's no resistance at all. You can see how low these numbers are, and then you find more resistance here. So it would take more effort for the buyers in this case to move the market down this price, okay? And that's one way of using the quantitative data you can get from the market, all right? Remember, if you have any question, you can use the chat right now, all right? If you're watching the recording, or you want to review it later and ask me something, you can have access to the order flow software. Just send me an email at pedro@predictive.com if you want to use the Trade with UFO software that we saw on TradingView. This one, right? The same way, you can go here, www.tradewithufos.com/Pedro, and you will get access to the to this application on TradingView, also on TradeStation. You can have it for TradeStation. And the Trade with UFO website is being updated right now, and you will find new trading courses there that you can take. You can take also one-on-one. You want to get an hour with me, with any other instructor there, so you can have in-depth explanation, in-depth learning. You can just go there and take 1 hour for a one-on-one. Okay. All right, let's go back to the chart. Well, as I was telling you before, one of the things I always do is, look at the volume, because I know where the price is going to move fast, when it's going to move slowly, but always horizontal. Never use vertical volume, because, as I explained to you before, it's completely useless, right? What will you do with just knowing that at X time there was a lot of volume? It's completely useless. You need to know at which price was the volume. And in case you don't know, let me just explain to you what this means. This POC, this BAL, and BAHH. Well, POC stands for point of control. Point of control is where the most volume has been traded, or more trades happened at this price during the session. You can also use last day, current week, last week, current month, last month, or the contract. Right? This is this case for today, which I have selected. This has been the most traded price during the session. And the value area high and value area low are the 85% of trades, all right, happen during these two. Let me just put smaller so you can see it better. During these two areas, all right. In this area, just highlight it here. In this area, these two, you can see here the volume on the left side is where 85% of trades happen. So everything about or below is outside this 85%. And sometimes I prefer to trade, to initiate my trade inside this 85%, right? Because it's where the most volume is. And it doesn't matter if I go outside later. I mean, it will move faster actually when you're trading and the price goes outside these value areas, it will move very fast, right? Just like happened here, because you can see on the left that there is no volume to resist this movement, all right? And we saw inside that candle how it was, a lot of zeros on the buying side and a lot of trades on the selling side. And just to recap, you can still see here the pending order. They might be removed, all right? The pending orders are there, pending orders, like when you put an order in the market to be trade exactly at a given price, and until it's not traded, it will still there, or you can remove it. So this can also be removed. I mean, they are the pending orders that anyone can put it here, right? And if sometimes there are, little traps. It's called spoofing, when somebody put a lot of orders, but still they need to have the money to put the orders. Okay, you cannot put the order without the money. So even though somebody put I don't know, like we saw here on the top, 700 lot order, they still need to have the 700,000 euros to put this order, all right? But they can take it away. Right? It can be there just to fool somebody or to fool the algorithm traders. We don't know that, but we know it's there. We know it's real money. All right, this is real money. Somebody have to have the power to put this order here. Doesn't matter if take it away later, but something is, it's like showing us something. We don't know. We don't know what yet because it's very high from the current market. But it's there. They're waiting for something to happen at that price. We don't know, but it's something you can feed. You can keep an eye on. You can, take notes. You can put highlight the area, whatever, to see what happens when the price get there. Maybe you can join this guy, or play against that. It might be, just a trap. You can see now a lot of volume here, 253 at this price. It might just, somebody trying to get out of the markets or try to get in. You can see you just remove the pending orders. It was like a spoofing, all right? All right, I think time's up. Remember, you have any question, please send me an email, pedro@predictive.com. You want to have access to the order flow software and to the data, the market data. Please let me know, send me an email. I will be happy to reply back to you with the answers and with the links so you can download the application, okay? All right, thank you guys once again for being here, and see you next Tuesday on YouTube, on the Trade with UFO channels, and the upcoming Tuesday I will be back again here on fxtrade.com, right? Thank you everybody for being here, and see you next time. Bye-bye.